Well, hello. Welcome to Charlie Darwin Textiles. You're here with me, Leah, right next to my two good friends, Little Miss Singer, Little Mr. Brother. Today I'm doing the super fun task of cleaning up, providing some good well-earned maintenance for these bad boys. They got a lot of miles on them throughout the year. I am very lucky to be running a actual functioning clothing business, not just hobby sewing, but like really pumping some crap out on these bad boys. Hundreds of garments a year are going through these home sewing machines. I don't have an industrial machine. I don't feel like I need one at this point in time. Knock on wood. That was probably really stupid to say. Now, I'm not entirely sure how often I'm supposed to be performing maintenance on these machines, but I think that once a year is just perfect enough for me and what I can remember to do. I do think I need to do it once a year because sewing with linen fabric, linen is really linty. Like it gives off a lot of dust and fuzz, and that fuzz collects a lot like in the base of my sewing machine and especially in my serger, because the serger has the little knife that chops it up and just sends little fuzzes all into the machine. So today's big maintenance day, we're going to be cleaning out both my machines here. I also need to do a little bit of, put a little bit of oil, lube up the old friends. That's what we've got on the docket today. I am actually pretty excited for it. I don't know if this is worth sharing on the internet, but I figure it could be some good inspiration for you if you have to go in and do the dirty work on your sewing machines or your craft room or whatever the hell you are getting dirty right now. Let's clean it up together. Hopefully this is a little bit of motivation. It's like doing fun little chores together. We're just hanging out, two buds, getting into the dust bunnies with our little dusters, and I think it'll be fun. So stick around with me and let's see what we can uncover. Maybe we'll find something cool inside one of our machines. That'd be crazy. If you'd like to follow along and do a full sewing room deep clean with me, I've made a fun checklist that you can download from my website. It will walk you through a full refresh of your machines, iron, scissors, rotary cutters, and your sewing space in general. So the link to that checklist is in the description below this video. Now, I, for most of my life, did not open up my sewing machine, like using a screwdriver. And so if that terrifies you, you don't have to do it. The inside is probably fine. You're probably good. I just find like weird pleasure out of finding all of the fuzzies and destroying them. Start digging in it with my screwdriver. I like to just like take apart as much as I can and have fun with it. Keep track of your screws if you do this. Don't screw anything up. I'm not liable. You're your own worst enemy if you screw something up. Here we go. I got my screwdriver. I'm diving in. One time when I was working at a dog grooming place, I was cleaning windows, not dogs, one day, and my boss told me the wise words that you should always clean from top to bottom so that all the crud you knock off the top goes down to the bottom. Wise words. All right, top section wasn't too bad, but I definitely got some good fuzzies out of there. I think I got it nice and spick and span. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cover back on before I lose the screws for that, and then we'll move down into our bottom section. Oh. We've hit the mother lode. If my camera will focus correctly, we've got some good fuzzies in there. That's some good stuff. That's some thick fuzz. Oh. All right, well, that section was very satisfactory. What really ticks me off about it is that as I'm like poking things around, I can just see the fuzzies burying themselves deeper and deeper into the machine, into the darkness. So I'm going to take it apart even more. I will get to the heart of these fuzzies. I did want to show you that I am starting a fuzzy, oh no, I'm starting a fuzzy graveyard on my little leaf plate, and so far these are who we've captured. All right, let's dive deeper. Ooh, this one's gonna be crazy. It's like busting out. I gotta show you guys. Okay, you can already see it's really busting out of the seams. This is the piece I just took off. Oh, look at all that in there. That is some more fine fuzz. I'm telling you. Wow. Something I do wonder about when I'm cleaning out the fuzzies is if I'm also like taking off some of the oil that's meant to be there, and I don't really know the answer to that at this time. I don't feel super motivated to Google it, to be honest, so if one of you knows, drop it in the comments. But for now, I'm just going at it with these fuzzies. Gotta get in there with a different tool. It's trying to hide from me. Yeah. I have heard that you're not supposed to blow in the machine because I think it like introduces too much moisture from your gross little spit. So I am resisting blowing, even though that does honestly feel like that final thing you just really want to do at the end of dusting something. I think I'm going to call it quits on this bottom portion. I did some good work there. Getting this guy dusted off. And if you see this kind of like brown gunk there, really gross looking, I think that's the oil. It just gets kind of like sticky and yellowed. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to leave that there. Oh my god. Some fuzzies still got trapped. No way. I see them. We're getting psychotic at this point. I don't even care. All right, I believe I've reached all of the places that a fuzzy could live inside of my sewing machine. Here's our fuzz graveyard update. I feel like it's honestly not as impressive as it really like is. It doesn't look as big because as I'm collecting the fuzzies, they're a little bit oily from the machine and they kind of like clump up and, oh, I just blew on them. They kind of clump up and
So they get a little smaller, and there's more fuzzies here than you think. But this is a pretty good haul for my annual clean out of my Singer sewing machine. I am feeling good about it. If you are a sewing machine maintenance person or have more education than me on this topic, which wouldn't be very hard to have, then please let us know in the comments. Should I have done that? Should I have not done that? Should I have done something else while I was in there? Should I have oiled something? I looked at the manual for my Singer sewing machine. I have the Singer Heavy Duty Model 4423. And in the manual, it does not say a single dang thing about oiling the machine. So I might Google it later, but for now, I am just going to leave it. I don't want to over oil something if I'm not supposed to add oil. So that's it on this machine. I'm going to head over to my serger machine next. I will collect all of the fuzzies out of my serger, which I think promises to be really fuzzy. Let's see. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!